Imagine a world where the mighty empires of Europe carved up continents with impunity, their flags planted on every shore, their armies deemed invincible. Now, imagine one nation, standing defiant, refusing to yield. One battle, where the impossible became reality, and an African army, united and resolute, shattered the myth of European invincibility. This is not just a story of war, it's a testament to courage, strategy, and the unyielding spirit of a people determined to chart their own destiny. It's the Battle of Adwa, 1896, and it changed history forever. If this tale of defiance and triumph ignites a spark within you, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join us as we uncover more incredible stories from the annals of history. The year is 1896. The air across Africa crackles with the ambition of European powers. The scramble for Africa is in full swing, a voracious land grab where maps are redrawn in distant European capitals, and ancient kingdoms fall like dominoes to the might of modern weaponry. From the Sahara to the Cape, the continent is being systematically partitioned, its vast resources and diverse peoples absorbed into burgeoning empires. Yet, in the rugged highlands of East Africa, one ancient empire stands as a defiant anomaly: Ethiopia. For centuries, Abyssinia, as it was then often known, had maintained its independence, a beacon of self-rule in a continent increasingly under foreign dominion. Its history was long and proud, its people fiercely independent, and its emperor, Menelik II, was a shrewd and visionary leader, acutely aware of the encroaching storm. Italy, a relatively new player in the colonial game, harbored grand ambitions of establishing a vast East African empire. They had already secured Eritrea and parts of Somalia, and their eyes now turned greedily towards Ethiopia, viewing it as the jewel in their nascent colonial crown. Their confidence was bolstered by the prevailing European belief in their racial and technological superiority, a belief that would soon be shattered on the plains of Adwa. The seeds of conflict were sown years earlier, in 1889, with the signing of the Treaty of Wuchale between Ethiopia and Italy. On the surface, it was a treaty of friendship and cooperation. However, the Italian and Amharic versions differed significantly on a crucial point: Article 17. The Italian text stipulated that Ethiopia must conduct all its foreign affairs through Italy, effectively making Ethiopia an Italian protectorate. The Amharic version, however, stated that Ethiopia could use Italy for its foreign affairs, implying a choice, not an obligation. This deliberate mistranslation was Italy's attempt to subtly annex Ethiopia. Emperor Menelik, a man of keen intellect and strategic foresight, soon discovered the deception. He immediately repudiated the Italian version of the treaty, sparking outrage in Rome. Italy, already facing domestic pressure to expand its empire, saw this as an affront and an opportunity. General Oreste Baratieri, the Italian commander in Eritrea, was ordered to prepare for war. He was confident of a swift victory, believing the Ethiopians to be an unsophisticated, easily conquerable force. But Menelik was no ordinary African ruler. He understood the stakes. He knew that the survival of Ethiopia, and indeed, the dignity of all Africans, hinged on this moment. He issued a powerful proclamation, a call to arms that resonated deep within the hearts of his people. Enemies have come to ruin our country and to change our religion. Our strength is in God. If you are men, rise up, and let us go and fight them. The response was overwhelming. From every corner of the vast empire, Amhara, Oromo, Tigrayan, Guraj, and many others, men and women, young and old, answered the call. Farmers left their fields, priests their churches, nobles their estates. They came armed with whatever they had: old rifles, spears, swords, and an unshakable resolve. This was not just Menelik's army, it was the Ethiopian nation, mobilized against an existential threat. Empress Taytu Betul, Menelik's formidable wife, was not merely a consort but a powerful leader in her own right. She commanded her own contingent of soldiers, organized logistics, and played a crucial role in rallying the troops and maintaining morale. Her presence on the battlefield would be more than symbolic, it would be instrumental. The Ethiopian army, numbering over 100,000, began its arduous march north towards the Italian positions. It was a logistical nightmare, feeding and watering such a massive force, traversing rugged terrain, and maintaining discipline over hundreds of miles. Yet, Their determination fueled them. They were marching to defend their land, their faith, and their freedom. Meanwhile, the Italian forces, under General Baratieri, were facing their own challenges. Their supply lines were stretched, morale was dwindling due to the prolonged stalemate and harsh conditions, and Rome was pressuring Baratieri for a decisive victory. Overconfident and underestimating the Ethiopian resolve, Baratieri decided to launch a surprise attack on the Ethiopian camp near Adwa, a town nestled in the northern mountains. In the pre-dawn hours of March 1, 1896, the Italian army, divided into three main columns, began their advance. Their plan was to occupy key strategic positions before the Ethiopians could react. But fate, and a crucial navigational error, intervened. One Italian column, under General Albert I, veered off course in the darkness, marching further than intended. This created a dangerous gap in the Italian lines, a mistake the Ethiopians would exploit with devastating efficiency. As dawn broke, the Ethiopians, already alert and prepared, observed the fragmented Italian advance. Empress Taytu's quick thinking and decisive action were critical. Her forces were among the first to engage the exposed Italian column, launching a fierce assault that prevented them from consolidating their position. Her courage in the face of fire inspired her troops and bought precious time. The battle erupted into a chaotic, brutal melee. The Ethiopians, fighting on their home ground, knew the terrain intimately. They used their superior numbers and knowledge of the landscape to outmaneuver the Italians. Ras Makanen, Menelik's cousin and father of the future Emperor Haile Selassie, led a powerful charge that smashed into the Italian flanks. Other commanders, like Ras Mangashaw and Negus Tekle Haymanot, launched relentless assaults, preventing the Italian columns from linking up. The Italian forces, caught off guard and fragmented, found themselves fighting on multiple fronts. Their artillery, initially effective, struggled to adjust to the fluid Ethiopian movements. The Ethiopian cavalry, swift and deadly, harried the Italian infantry, while their riflemen, though often armed with older weapons, fought with desperate bravery. The sheer ferocity and determination of the Ethiopian charge overwhelmed the Italian lines. By midday, the battle was a rout. The Italian forces, suffering heavy casualties, began a desperate retreat. Thousands were killed, wounded, or captured. General Albert I himself was captured. The Italian colonial dream in Ethiopia lay shattered on the plains of Adwa. The victory was absolute. Ethiopia had not only defended its sovereignty but had done so by decisively defeating a major European colonial power. The news reverberated across the globe, sending shockwaves through European capitals and igniting hope among colonized peoples everywhere. It proved that African nations, when united and determined, could resist and overcome seemingly insurmountable odds. Adwa became a symbol of black resistance, a testament to the power of self-determination. It forced European powers to acknowledge Ethiopia's independence and respect its borders. For Ethiopia, it ushered in a period of modernization and consolidation, allowing it to remain the only African nation to escape direct colonial rule during the Scramble for Africa. The Battle of Adwa is more than just a historical event. It's a timeless narrative of courage against overwhelming odds, of unity in the face of division, and of the enduring human spirit's quest for freedom. It reminds us that history is not predetermined, and even the most powerful narratives can be rewritten by those brave enough to defy them. If this story of defiance and triumph resonated with you, and you're curious to uncover more untold histories and inspiring tales, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more incredible stories like Adwa to light. What other historical moments of resistance would you like us to explore next? Let us know in the comments below.